Welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lindsay and I have a 3-year-old son named Lennix. I'm actually trying to be quiet right now because he is doing nap time, so I'm trying to keep it a little bit down. If you're new, I make a lot of motherhood and lifestyle content on my channel. I also like to include a lot of product reviews in my lifestyle content, so you'll see a lot of that on my channel, like cleaning. You'll see a lot of baby products that I review, so definitely check it out if you haven't already. And if you haven't, please subscribe down below. I would love to have you on my channel. Real quick before I get started, I want to put out there that this video is not intended for me to brag. When you hear the numbers, like, it's nothing to brag about or like be upset that Lindsay made this much. Like, trust me, like once I say how much I made, you'll see what I mean. But it's to help people, because like I used to watch videos like this before I became monetized, to help people who are about to be monetized or interested in doing YouTube and want to have an idea of like where things are going, where they'll go if they get into YouTube. It's to give you that an idea. Or if you just, want to be nosy and see like how much in my first month, like that's also the purpose of this video. But also it's for me to like track my growth, and hopefully it'll be cool to be like, okay, one day look back and wow, like Lindsay made X amount of money and now she's making this. I just think that would be really cool to look back on. So no way is this video to brag or, tell you how many pennies I made, like not at all. So I just wanted to throw out there before I get started. I'm excited to film today's video. I never thought in a million years I would be filming this video, but here I am. And it's just really exciting to like think that I've made it this far. So my video, if you haven't been able to tell by the title, is my first YouTube paycheck. And it's been a journey. Like, I started in March 2020 and I was able to apply for monetization at the end of July of 2021. So it was a little bit over a year, but not quite a year and a half. And with just a lot of hard work and dedication, I made it happen. And it's something I really enjoy doing. And I look forward to making a lot more content and just continuing this journey. But it's super exciting if you have hit 1K or you're about to hit 1K, meet all the requirements for monetization. It is super exciting. And I know some people, work harder than others to have to get there. Some people, it just comes natural and their channels take off, which is great. I have a lot of appreciation going through the motions and, taking steps to get where I'm at, because it didn't come like super easy. It did take time to build my fan base and just, build an audience with my content, to watch my content. So I'm going to jump in and get started. Requirements for monetization is 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Not 4,000 minutes, but 4,000 hours, which is actually a lot. Like, 4,000 hours is a lot of hours for people to watch your channel. So currently I have 1,193 subscribers. The amount of watch hours I have is 4,771. So just to give you a little bit idea, I'm a little bit over the mark. The date range we'll be looking at is August 2nd. That's when I became monetized, and it's going to be through September 2nd. So I just took the 2nd of the next month, and I won't get paid until the month of October. So even though like you make money for the previous month, you don't get paid until the month after, if that makes sense. You don't get like a paycheck instantly. The funds won't be available until the next month. Basically, as I was nearing the mark to apply for monetization, I was able to go on YouTube Studio on my computer, and you could actually click where it will send you an email for when you are ready to apply for monetization. So I did that, and then Google just automatically sent me an email when it was time to apply. So I went that route, and I made sure everything up until that point was where it was supposed to be. I think you're supposed to like confirm a few things. I can't remember like what state you live in and your currency, all that. I did all that in advance. And then I had opted for them to email me once I was ready to apply for monetization, and that's exactly what happened. So I received the email on July 26th, and I applied immediately. Like right away I applied and I sent it through. On August 2nd is when I received an email that said, congratulations, you're monetized, your channel has been approved, and it was super exciting. I'll never forget. That happened August 2nd. And then what happens is you go out and fill out all your information. So you put in like your name, it has to match exactly like the name that shows up on your ID, and then you put in your address, you put in your bank account information, you put your tax info, and then you send like a photo ID. It can be a passport or it can be your license, whichever you prefer. And because my business name is Lindsay Serendipity, for tax purposes, it's entered as a business name and not my actual name. So that's the route I went when I say like I had to submit tax info. I had to make it like a business account because it's not just my personal name. And then within 2 weeks after you submit all that, you will receive this slip that you saw on my cover that says Google AdSense in the mail. And this basically just contains a PIN number just to confirm that you have a real address and you're a real person, and you take that PIN number and enter it into Google AdSense. Once that PIN is in there, you're monetized, ready to go, good to go. Now, when you receive that congratulations email, you'll start earning money at that time through ads. But then, like, in order to get paid, you have to go through this PIN process. So that was all done within 2 weeks, and then everything was set up, ready to go for payment. Now, once you're monetized, you can turn monetization on all your videos. And I will say, not all my videos were eligible for monetization. There were 2 in particular. There's a lot of my shorts that are not eligible, and I expected that because of the music I used on there, and I'm okay with that because I'm not really sure how much you can make off of shorts anyway. But there was one video actually that was doing very well. It's not like my most watched video, but it's pretty high up there. It's like number 5. And I was denied monetization because of a copyright claim on the music. So I was like really bummed about that. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, you know, what if this video just keeps taking off and I can't even make money off of it? But it works out. There's a way. It's time consuming and it's tricky, but I was able to go in on YouTube, and you can edit the video to remove the music. So there's actually a way you can remove the current music that has a copyright claim and keep your voice. So if you're talking in the background while the music is playing, like, you can do all that. And then if you want to still add music, you can add YouTube's music on top of it. At first I was like, I don't know if the music is that good, but if you go through the list, there's actually some pretty good songs. I'm like, oh, I should be using these more often. So I got that fixed. There's one video that it has close to 500 views and it also has a copyright claim, but I'm like, you know what? At this point, I'm just gonna let it go. It's a headache to get rid of the music and switch out new music because of copyright claims, but I think maybe one day I'll do it. I just wanted to do the video that has a couple thousand views to make sure that I was getting paid for that video. So when you turn on monetization, and I don't hear many people talk about this, but there's like 4 options. There's like a banner, an overlay ad, there's skippable ads, and non-skippable ads. So usually I remove the banner and the overlay ads. Just, you know, I don't even use them on my videos, but I'll do skippable and non-skippable. Skippable ad is usually a lot longer and you can skip over it. A non-skippable ad is usually just a few seconds. I'd say no more than 15 seconds, and you cannot skip over it. My videos that I believe are going to do very well, I usually do a non-skippable ad at the beginning and the end, but other than that, I'll add a combination or just skippable. That's just to give you a little bit of idea that there are options. And then I think you can't have ads in the middle of your video if your video is less than 8 minutes. So that's something to keep in mind as well. But if your video is longer than 8 minutes, you can have ads in the middle rather than just at the beginning and the end. So if you're wondering how exactly do you get paid through AdSense. YouTube Studio also provides an estimated cost that you can keep track of throughout the month, which is also really nice. So I know you guys are dying to hear, you know, exactly how much I got paid. So I want to let you know, as I said previously, I filtered out for August 2nd through September 2nd to see how much I made. And I want to say, you know, as far as like how much I made my first month, it's nothing to brag about. Like, you know, it's basically each ad is pennies, and some people may have got paid more, which is great, you know, for the first month, and some people may have gotten paid less. It all depends, and it just fluctuates daily, like how much you make. So that's just something to keep in mind. Look at the full first month, and I want to throw out there, as far as my videos, I did have a few videos that they call tentpole videos. So basically, like, they peak at a certain time, and in this case they were fall Halloween videos. So those videos did very good compared to my averages, and I think that helped out with my first paycheck. But I did have tentpole videos in there where basically like prior to the holiday they don't do so well, and then they peak right around the holiday, right before or right on, and then it's a big drop after, and then you won't see that tentpole until the next year. You know, I think that's where some of my revenue came from the first month, but that's just something I wanted to put out there. So to give you a little bit of like the gist of all this, you have something called a CPM, and the CPM is a cost per 1,000 views, and that's how much in total without any cut from YouTube that you make. And then the RPM is the actual amount that you'll see in a paycheck. So it's when YouTube takes out their amount or Google takes out their portion, it's the remainder of what you get. That's the RPM. So my total, my first month of working on YouTube was $101.23. So I just made that $100 mark because you cannot cash out until you have $100. So I'm super excited about that. And yeah, thanks to all you guys. I couldn't have done it without you. But I am now currently making money on YouTube, and I'm just happy that I was able to, you know, roll it over into my bank account on the first month. Now, if you made less than that, let's say you made $50, it will roll over to the next month, and then you can make 50 more until you're able to cash out. So you don't lose the money just because you don't reach that $100 threshold. Is this enough like to live off of? Absolutely not. Like $101 is nothing, especially living in California. However, I'm hoping over time my channel will grow and I'll make it somewhere. Like, we can only hope. But I hope if I keep producing content and putting stuff out there that people want to watch, people want to see, reaching different types of people, because I really don't have like a specific niche. I hope that, you know, my channel will eventually grow, and that's just the whole point, just to like document this growth over time and see where I make it to. So believe it or not, I do have a plan, like a long-term plan. And like I said, since I am only making pennies, how am I going to double the $101? I actually do have a plan of how I'm going to do that. So I am going to, drum roll please, how am I going to double my first paycheck? I am going to invest it in cryptocurrency. Basically, you know, you have crypto coins that are less than a penny, and you can take less than a penny and make much more out of it. So, you know, if you look at something like Dogecoin, which was a meme that basically exploded, you know, I think it would be worthwhile to invest in cryptos such as Dogecoin in the future, you know, just because I am confident I'll be able to double my money with investing in crypto. So just like on a quick side note, I always put this on all my videos, not just this video, but if you are interested in like investing in cryptocurrency, you can get $10 for Coinbase if you use my link below, and then also $5 for Robinhood if you use my link below. So I just want to put that out there, and they're on all my videos. Like if you ever want to be referred to cryptocurrency, you can click on my link. That's how I plan to do it. And yeah, I'm just super excited for this next journey, like all together, and to take you guys along. Thank you so much for being here. I couldn't do it without you. Like, it's just really neat to see my progress, and I feel like even people that are close to me wouldn't have expected me to make it this far. So it's pretty cool. Like, it's like, hey, I did it. Like, now I'm actually making money off of YouTube, and I'm able to do it while being a stay-at-home mom with my son, which I am forever grateful for. I am going to conclude today's video. Please let me know in the description box if you like this video, or if you have any questions for me. I'd be happy to answer them. But if you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it in the future, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.